All right, we will certainly stick around for that. Thank you very much, Nick. And those concerns for flooding are troubling a lot of people in areas known to take on water when the rain gets heavy. Chris Gloninger is at the Stockade in Schenectady live right now. And Chris, what's it like there?
Liz, the river is running fast. That's the Mohawk that I'll show you in just a second. We started off the month of June with a rainfall deficit. Now we've turned that around and we have a surplus, almost 2 inches above average for the year of 2013, and the water doesn't have anywhere to go. And we'll show you some runoff. Since the ground is saturated, we're in a lower part of the stockade, and if you look up the roadway there, we're down at the bottom of a hill. So that water starts up there, you follow the trail, it keeps going. It doesn't go off into the ground. Instead, it goes all the way into the Mohawk River behind me. And it's a lot of streets that you see this pouring off and into the river. It'll take another day or two for the major rivers like the Hudson and Mohawk to respond to this recent rainfall. It's the smaller streams and creeks throughout the area that are at risk for some flooding this afternoon and into the overnight as we have the ongoing heavy rain threat. A lot of reports of basements flooded since the water table is starting to come up, and we'll check in on a few of those spots as we go into the afternoon. Again, a live look at the Mohawk River behind me. There's no current flooding. You can see the quick pace, though, at which this water is moving, just showing you how much rain that we've had. These rivers are swollen, and the next step, again, would be to see some minor to moderate flooding on some of the rivers. That's why we do have flood watches up for a good portion of the immediate capital region, areas south of town and into western New England. We'll continue to follow the story and the heavy rain through the day and online at CBS6Albany.com. But for now, we're live in the Stockade section of Schenectady. Meteorologist Chris Gloninger, CBS 6 News. Liz?
Hey, Chris, that's an area that we know is always a trouble spot. Are you seeing any signs that people are having problems there?
I was looking at some of the basements to see if there are any hoses coming out from the windows. I don't see that right now, but I did speak with people on Facebook, Liz, that said that their sump pumps are running. In fact, the fire departments have been called out to pump them out, and that's in portions of Rensselaer County. So that's actually where we're going to go right after this and follow up from that part of the story starting tonight at 5.
How would you characterize the rain right now where you are?
It's light to moderate. Again, though, Liz, as Nick mentioned, some of the latest forecast models, they were going back and forth, and some of that heaviest axis of rain now forecast to come right over the capital region. So that obviously a concern. It's doing what was forecast. The rain, again, moderate to occasionally heavy at times. Yeah,
and you really did know. I just noticed in the last couple of days that river is swollen. I mean, it's just full.
It is. I mean, if Van can just pan over a little ways, you can see the trees and the leaves across the bank there, and the water's up to those leaves, and that's just a sure sign that, yes, it's flowing fast. You see pieces of debris going right along. This would normally be a little bit of more of a lazy spot in the river, but these large logs and limbs are floating right along, Liz, at a pretty good pace.
All right, we'll let you get to it, find out what you can for us. Thank you, Chris, for that report. We'll look forward to seeing more later on.